what we'd like to do at this time is go through a situation where there's a single to right field between first and second baseman with the man on first, second, or bases loaded situation. Obviously, the first baseman would be playing back in that situation, but there's a base hit that goes right through here, a ground ball that goes right through here, where the first baseman would go after it and the second baseman would go after it. Now, you know, because there's a runner at second base, you'll potentially trying to score. What do you do in that situation if you're a first baseman? And so basically what happens is that you're going to, instead of getting in a position where you're going to try and cut the ball off back here in this general area back here, what you're going to do is try and be the cutoff man towards the first base bag. And so now if you can't get there, let's say it gets you're pulled too far in one direction, then the pitcher would become the cutoff man with the throw coming towards home. So, you know, you have a couple options defensively as a coach to teach your players. Now, if the second baseman, what do they do in that situation? Well, if they can't get the ball, then they would retreat back to second base to cover. The shortstop would be the cutoff person for a possible throw to third. Remember, in a bases loaded situation, what happens, the throw can go to home, or the throw potentially can go to third base in that situation. So what happens is the shortstop would be a cutoff in that position right there. So it gets a little bit confusing, you know, in those types of situations, because you have to prepare for it defensively in case the first baseman can't get there. Then obviously the pitcher would be the cutoff, and the shortstop and second baseman would retreat, you know, back towards, you know, second if they can't field it. But, you know, your best bet is to have the first baseman take the cutoff throw right by the bag, you know, unless they're pulled off too far. Now, if the pitcher doesn't become the cutoff, then obviously they would fill in behind home plate in that situation. And then just kind of round it out, the third baseman would cover third. The center fielder would back up, you know, the right fielder obviously, and the left fielder would back up third base in case there's, you know, an overthrow, what have you. You know, the vulnerable spot obviously would be is if there is a play at home and the pitcher is the cutoff, then, you know, there's no backup here. So the catcher has to work real hard at, you know, one, covering the plate in these types of situations and making sure the ball doesn't get away.